regarding the newly proposed settlement in the UFC antitrust lawsuit for $375 million. There was 51 more declarations of support from fighters in support of this settlement. One of the fighters was former UFC heavyweight champion Fabricio Werdum. He says, while fighting for the UFC, I suffered many concussions. I fear that during my career, I suffered traumatic brain injury, TBI, and I'm noticing symptoms common with TBI and CTE, including irritability, anger, anxiety, insomnia, and memory loss. I have many lesions and scarring in my brain. I have a cyst that is located centrally within my brain, making surgery thus far impossible. I monitor this cyst with biannual exams to determine if it's growing. To date, no treatment for CTE has been found. And this would be truly life-changing money for me and other members of the class. These funds would also allow me and my family to finish construction of our home in Brazil. Fabricio Werdum last fought against Junior Dos Santos in bare knuckle MMA in 2023. He fought Renan Ferreira in the PFL in 2021, and he last fought in the UFC against Alexander Gustafsson in 2020. He won that fight via armbar in the first round. Jiri Prochazka has signed his next fight contract. Some speculation is it's Jamal Hill due to process of elimination. Plus, Jamal Hill recently said that he has been offered a fight and the contract is on the way. Those two were slated to fight in the past in the light heavyweight division for the title, but it wasn't meant to be, but it looks like it's going to take place sooner than later. Some of the reactions from Prochazka fans: please fight Hill. Hopefully it's Hill and you destroy his chin. Jiri smashes Jamal Hill. I'm sure it's Hill. Hill said he has signed a fight contract too. Let's effing go, Jiri. Both these guys fought Alex Pereira in their last fight. Both these guys got knocked out by Alex Pereira in their last fight. Prochazka got cracked with that head kick. Jamal Hill ate that big left hand. 3 weight misses for Saturday's card. Josh Fremd had a bad one, missed weight by 3 pounds for his fight with Abdul Razak Al Hassan. Dan Argueta misses weight by 2.5 pounds, and Jared Gordon misses weight by 1.5 pounds. He's taking on Chidi and Jaquani. Because of the big weight miss, 3 pounds, Josh Fremd versus Abdul Razak Al Hassan has been cancelled from the card. Fremd was the underdog, but the weight advantage could have evened the odds a little bit, but nonetheless, the fight gets cancelled. Obviously, Abdul Razak Al Hassan wasn't thrilled about his opponent missing weight by 3 pounds and causing the fight to be cancelled.
Hey, I'm sure you guys have seen the face-off right now, and I'm not part of the face-off. I guess my opponent couldn't fight. He couldn't continue, so they had to cancel my card. So hopefully I get something quick. Sorry for everybody who was looking forward to watching me knock some fucking head off, but sorry. We're all gonna miss it together. Hey Buckley, you called Kamaru out last week after your fight, right? My opponent just backed out, and since you know I hate your ass and you're a bitch, how come you make 85 and tomorrow you and I can get some fight? Come on, let's give some fans something, okay? Don't be a bitch. Let's go.
Netflix has an MMA-based theme series coming out on November 8th with cameos from Jon Jones, Cyril Gane, and GSP. The series is about a young fighter trying to go pro in France and make it to the UFC. A lot of MMA fictional films and series fall short of impressing MMA fans. You can judge for yourself starting on November 8th on Netflix. Just to be clear, Rakic is my toughest fight in the division, is what Uncle Ive says. We'll see how tough it is for him on the 26th of this month, UFC 308 on the main card. Also on that card is Shara Bullet Magomedov versus Armen Petrosyan. Shara Bullet Magomedov signed a 6-fight deal with the UFC leading up to this contest. On the January 11th card, 2 Dana White Contender Series winners will be competing against each other. Nicole Cagliari on the left against Ernesta Carcati. Ernesta has huge reach, 71 inches, 5'9", 71-inch reach. Pretty huge for a female fighter of that stature. She's looking to use that against Cagliari in this fight. Sean Sharaf taking a short notice fight this weekend with Junior Taffa. This fight will end fast and with a knockout. Sharaf is 4-0. All 4 victories are first round KOs. All 5 of Taffa's wins are also knockouts, and 4 are in the first round, just like Sharaf. So yeah, it's going to be fast, furious, and someone is getting celeb. Nicky Rodriguez, after his victory at the Fight Pass Invitational, says he won't do MMA because he's a millionaire with no CTE, so he will continue to grapple. Francis Ngannou's coach says that after the fight on the 19th of this month in the PFL, he's looking to go back into boxing, and there's some talks of doing a fight with Deontay Wilder. Derek Brunson showing some of his DMs. Derek Brunson, I love you, you're my favorite fighter, which got no response, which caused him to say, Drickus owns you. Derek Brunson's coming off a victory in the PFL against Ray Cooper in November. Now that Demetrious Mighty Mouse Johnson is retired and not fighting for another promotion, the UFC finally showing him some respect. They uploaded an hour-long plus video of 12 of his title fight victories. It would have been nice if he got more respect while fighting for the organization, but better late than never, I guess. Dana White has said they will induct him into the UFC Hall of Fame at some point. If they didn't, it would be a glaring oversight. He's their greatest champion in terms of title defenses with 11. It'd be nice if they brought Frank Shamrock, into the fold in the UFC Hall of Fame, but they won't at the moment. The newfound respect from the UFC that Demetrious Mighty Mouse Johnson is getting has taken some fans aback. Do my eyes deceive me, or is this an alternate reality? Mighty Mouse on a UFC thumbnail in 2024. I've seen everything now. Bro about to be fired for this video talking about the person who uploaded it onto the YouTube channel. The January 11th card has also added Uros Medic versus Puno Soriano. Soriano looked good in his last fight against Miguel Baeza, and Medic also looked good in his last fight against Tim Means, winning via knockout. That's very common for him. He is a knockout artist and perfect in terms of finishing fights. 10 victories, all 10 victories have been stoppages. Chris Curtis says, seems like I upset a lot of Andrew Tate fans in my last post. I want to apologize. Genuinely sorry and heartbroken you have fallen for such an obvious grift. I always operated under the assumption that we have a baseline intelligence. I was wrong. Chris Curtis is going to be taking on Roman Kopylov January 11th. It's going to be an exciting striking battle. Kopilov's a dangerous kickboxer, and Chris Curtis has shown he has some decent boxing skills as well. Should be some fun exchanges in that fight. Polish bantamweight Claudia Sigala has signed with the UFC. She has a record of 6-1, and she's making her UFC debut November 9th against Melissa Mullins. That card is headlined by Protez versus Magny at the UFC Apex. That's UFC Apex 100. Regarding this picture of Sean Strickland, when he was around 16 to 17 years old, he says, you see a gay-looking kid with long hair, you're actually seeing a gay-looking kid with long hair who is trying to hide from a life of hate and anger. Most of you cannot imagine the level of hate and anger I had in me growing up. Some of you know what it's like. Spent most of my childhood angry with a shaved head, reciting racist hymns, waking up every day filled with hate and anger. I can laugh at it now, but man, people have no idea what it does to the mind. Protez versus Madalena, let's go. Yeah, that would be an exciting striking fight. Let's see how Protez does against Magny and if he can get into the rankings and then move up to that position to fight a guy like Madalena.